Hey guys, it's your boy MKS back again with another video. Hope everyone's well wherever you are. Hope you checked out part 1. If you haven't already done so, please check that out when you get a chance, and hopefully I'll make part 3 after this one. Then I hope as many people as possible obviously will check these videos out, and I appreciate any likes and sharing of the video. And as ever, please leave any suggestions, ideas, comments, or anything you want in the comment section below. Yeah, I can't think of much else to say to the intro, in the intro, but say, yeah, hopefully, as I say, wherever you are, hopefully you're well. And I'd love to hear from you, like any comments, hopefully positive ones, as I say. But you're free to write whatever you want in the comment section, freedom of speech and all that great stuff. So anyway, here goes. So as I say, this is continuing on from part 1. So I hope you watch that and enjoy it if you haven't already done so. And here goes. So as I say, number 11. I would love to support Asian projects, as I said before, like Asian engineering projects and different projects to support Asia's economy, and also Asian economies around all of Asia, and find out facts about Asia and things like that, and also like support Asian inventors and look at what Asia could change to make their economies even greater and grow even faster, like learning about the positive sides of neurodiversity like dyslexia and A.D.H.D and things like that. So like what people with dyslexia or A.D.H.D or conditions like that can contribute, because normally these conditions like dyslexia or A.D.H.D are seen as negative. So I think it'd be great if, especially in countries like Asia where you have to be quite academic. So I think if people across Asia found out that people with dyslexia or A.D.H.D might not be the best at sitting still or following instructions or be the best academically, but can be good in other areas, and maybe like Asia can learn a lot of things from other continents or countries within other continents, like what Europe does, and how, say for instance, maybe empowering more women or girls to learn trades and skills which can help them in the workforce. Maybe that would actually have a lot of increased benefits, like to get more people into work and running their own businesses. And I love to empower girls to like learn about business, entrepreneurship, investing, and also support young artists, writers, especially girls, also boys as well, but especially girls. And again, like looking at what rights women should have, as well as people generally, like human rights. And again, I'd love to promote more animal rights and like encourage people across Asia, including in places like China and around Asia, really, to like look at animal rights, how to be as compassionate towards animals and all living things as possible. I think that'd be great as well. Again, like I said before, I'd love God to bless Asia as well. And number 12, I'd love to see like Asians encouraging each other, and also mentors supporting Asia either online or in the future, maybe even going to Asia and like mentoring young people, but also learning about like child protection, how to make sure people are safe and actually have positive intentions towards Asia, and especially young people in Asia, and how to help them as much as possible. And yeah, so like mentors, and like again what Asia can learn about from other countries about animal rights and human rights and child protection and things like that, to ensure that people, as they have positive intentions when they do and come and work and mentor and teach and train children across Asia. Number 13, I'd love to also be honest about some of the things I think are negative about Asia, like human rights or animal rights or freedoms, or sometimes the way they treat women or girls is not always as good as it could be, to put it politely. So I'd love to talk about some of those negative things and be honest about those as well, like some of the challenges and issues facing Asia and Asia's economies. Like I said before, like about say for instance how they treat people with dyslexia or A.D.H.D or conditions like that, like if you're not that good academically. And I think they miss out on creativity and skills that might not be academic. So as I say, people with dyslexia or A.D.H.D might have strengths, but they might not be the best in the classroom and things like that. So I think that's a trick that a lot of Asian nations might miss out if they found out and learned more about the positive side of dyslexia, the dyslexic advantages and strengths, and again A.D.H.D and conditions like that, even autism as well. Number 14, on that note, again, I'd love to see like also talk about some of the positives about Asia and how it can solve some of those problems it faces and issues it faces with like natural disasters or diseases or things like that, and how they can work together to support each other. Number 15, again, I'd love to support Asians with their aspirations and goals and Asian projects like China's goals, to ensure that they tackle poverty and India's goals to become like $1 trillion economy and things like that. So I'd love to support them as much as possible, and like how Asian nations can work together and look at what they have in common, like the fact they were colonized and treated terribly badly by colonizers and things like that. So hopefully that can bring them together more and help them to help each other a lot more and make a positive from a negative, and again work together on goals like China helping India, as I say, as well as the rest of Asia with their goals and vice versa. And like, yeah, just generally networking together and discussing ideas politically and in business, trade, investment, and marketing Asian foods and goods and services, and just general projects and products around the world. So like people find out about Asian cuisine and culture and things like that, which will hopefully benefit Asian nations as well. Number 16, I'd love to discuss with people about what are the best ways to help Asia. And again, like I think it'd be great if there's committees and think tanks to talk about that sort of stuff and how Asian nations can network together and support each other and be more united, which I think would be a great benefit. And generally how that unity can be supported and how that unity would benefit Asia, like to cut back on, as I say, wars, weapons trade, and like the costs of those things. So instead they can be tackling poverty and building businesses and investing in businesses, and like I say, like Chinese, Indian and other such businesses working together across Asia, not just China and India, but also the rest of Asia as well. And I'd love to hear what people think about my ideas and what ideas, as I say, you have as well, or other people have generally. So in the comment section and things like that. And again, think tank to look at the best ways to benefit Asian nations and economies as much as possible. Number 17, I'd love to support Asians with their general dreams and goals, whether that's in sports like football, or in business, finances, or gaining confidence, or whatever other goals or dreams again they might have, and how to aim higher and set higher goals and things like that. Number 18, I'd love to talk about some of the positive sides of Asia as well, and get people interested in Asian history and culture and things like that. So hopefully a lot of people will be interested in Asian history and culture and things like that. And so people can come together to discuss facts about Asia and talk about how to tackle poverty and make things better for people across Asia. Again, human rights and animal rights, compassion, what Asian nations can learn from Europe or the Americas or elsewhere about like animal rights, compassion and things like that. The best way to treat animals and people, again, like to be positive and that sort of thing. Number 19, I'd love to see Asia and Africa work together more, especially in areas like looking at what they have in common, as well, the fact they were colonized, and many of them, or most of them, are republics, nearly all of them are republics and things like that. So like what they can learn from each other as well, and like Asian nations helping African nations in areas like for instance, especially like Japan with TICAD, the Tokyo International, I can't remember the exact acronym for TICAD, but it's where they work with, if I pronounced it right, it's an acronym for Japan working with African nations or things like that. So I'd love to see, as I say, Asian nations working together more closely, but also supporting Africa as well. And in return for trade deals, like Japan could help Africa in terms of game making and things like that. And number 20, again, like Asian nations could teach African nations about technology generally. Like they could be like IIT, the Indian Institute of Technology, could be in all different African countries to teach people in Africa about technology, and like people going to Africa to learn technology in India and vice versa. And yeah, so like setting up those institutes of technology, and maybe Asian nations could fund some of those, so that, as I say, in return for trade deals, so they can support each other as victims of colonization, if you like, they could have something in common. So yeah, I'd love to see different Asian nations setting up tech institutes for training people across Africa, and like offering funding for such at low interest rates or things like that, and also in return for trade deals, and also as I say, like in their own nations, like in China and India and places like that, inviting people from Africa maybe in the future to learn, or if not, they can learn online as well, like so teach each other online, so Asians could tutor or mentor, teach or train people from Africa in technology. So hope that all made sense, and I'd love to hear what you think, and I'm out. Peace and love.